I was just like a regular kid doing like regular stuff, eating all the regular food, but like especially cheese. Fried mozzarella all the time, and cheese pizza, and grilled cheese, and mac and cheese dogs, and pretty much anything that had the word cheese in it, I would eat. It's so versatile. Cheese is just so versatile. And like you can do so many things with it. And there's so many different kinds of cheese and tastes that, I don't know, it's pretty amazing. And then one day, it all changed. And I realized that I was lactose intolerant. I didn't really like drinking milk that much anyway, so it was fine. That was an easy transition. That one was okay. And then it was like, if I ate a lot of cheese, that would be a problem. One day, like right before my 17th birthday, I had like a piece of pizza or something, and I got so ridiculously sick from it that I was like, I can't live like this anymore. I'm just gonna have to cut all of dairy out and just not eat any dairy anymore. And it was so difficult because cheese was like the only thing that I ate. Like all other food was just a vehicle to get cheese into my mouth. Sandwiches was a big one. Sandwiches are great without cheese. They're better with cheese though, to be fair. And it made me really distraught because I couldn't eat all of my favorite foods. I mean, like imagine not being able to eat all your favorite foods. It would really mess up like everything in your life. I think it's been probably 3 or 4 months since my last cheese relapse. It's partially a loss of self-control and partially just testing the waters to see if I am still as lactose intolerant as I think that I am. And I always am. I'm always just as bad. And I mean, I like regretted it every time. I was like, man, cheese is really good, but the horrific cramping and diarrhea is not worth it, even a little bit. I feel very frustrated because they've definitely nailed milk alternatives and ice cream alternatives and even like yogurt. They seem to have pretty much gotten down. But cheese, they can't get it right, and I don't exactly know like why. I was on a film, a student film, where I was playing a cannibal, and the food that they had for human substitute was steak. And prior to this, I thought I hated steak. And so I was like, well, I mean, anything for art, right? So I was just like eating the steak, which was very cold, by the way. Like they cooked it and then it sat out for 3 hours and then it was cold. But even as it was cold, I was like, this is actually really good. And it was just like a switch in my brain that I just was like, I'm not gonna be a picky eater anymore and like live like this and, you know, not be getting the nutrients that I need and not getting to like eat all these foods that other people say they enjoy. So I don't know if it was a mental override or what, but I just decided not to be picky, and then I wasn't. Now, as I'm like choosing to go out certain places and cooking my own meals, buying my own groceries and stuff, I've kind of like opened up more to like what I want to eat, and like if someone else is like, hey, let's go to this place, I'm like, they'll probably have something I like there, so I don't really need to worry about like checking the menu to make sure that there's something I'm gonna eat before I go there. Lactose intolerance has changed my life because it's made me a more open-minded and just a better person. It's made me try new things. It's made me try new foods, which has opened my eyes to trying anything that's new, new experiences, stuff like that, that just makes me more cultured. And I think that's really important for being like who you are as a person. Like, it's made me discover more about me. But like, yes, lactose intolerance was like a huge struggle for me, and like coping with it and dealing with it. And so it just kind of made me think that like other people are also coping with things and dealing with things, and to just kind of be aware of that and, you know, help them in any way that you can.